For the morning show with Smitty, the fantasy football morning show, something we do 1 hour before kickoff every single week. I've got Instagram watching, and those of you on YouTube, welcome to the morning show, and let's do this.
Top 5 running backs. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome to the morning show with Smitty, and let's get into it right away. We've got Devin Singletary out, T.Y. Hilton out, active Mark Andrews, Edelman's active. So let's get to it. You're going to ask your questions in a second. I'll get through everybody's questions as quickly as I can, and then we'll definitely talk about whatever you want to talk about. Trade advice, you know it, you name it, and we will do it. So real quickly, Instagram, we're live at youtube.com/the fantasy football show. I'll definitely look over and answer some questions with you guys as well, but definitely going to get a more interactive experience if you go on over to youtube.com/the fantasy football show. What's going on, Bender? What's going on, Nolan? What's going on, Nick? Bradley? What up, everybody? Okay, let's get to it. News real quickly. Let me just roll through the news, then I'm going to ask questions. So as I mentioned earlier, I'll kind of start from the top so you guys, if you're just joining, you won't miss out on anything. Excuse me. Looks like Higgins is active for the Browns, so I doubt you're playing Higgins, but for whatever reason, you're deep at wide receiver and you're hurting. You could be using him, I guess. Devin Singletary is out for week 4. Mark Andrews is active for week 4. Edelman is active for week 4. Hilton is out for week 4. J.J. Nelson inactive. Not that you're probably using him. Melvin Gordon, as expected, is active and will play. We don't know his usage. Kind of a risky play, but a lot of us, I think one of the comments in the YouTube comments on the last video was, I'm just trying to find a way to play him, I think, in my own mind, was one of the comments, kind of paraphrasing there, and that's true. We're all trying to figure out a way to put him in our lineup. We want him in. Damian Williams, inactive. So let me change that on screen. So we'll go out. Singletary, Hilton, Damian are all out. Hit that thumbs up on the way in. Oh, and we have a super chat. Super chats trump everything else, guys. That's the way the show works. Super chat from Monturo, the GOAT, he says. That's all he wants to say, the GOAT. Thank you, Dylan. And you get a bell ring daytime anytime you do a super chat. Start McLaurin. Let's look up McLaurin. Let's see what McLaurin's doing. I don't know if there's any news on him yet. Scary Terry, hamstring. Oh, inactive. McLaurin is inactive. So get him out of your lineups. He is out. Another player we've got to add to the list. McLaurin is out. So hope that answers your question there. Which sucks. Scary Terry's out, but get him out of your lineup. Don't play Scary Terry. That answers a lot of questions, though, because a lot of you have questions about whether you should start Scary Terry. But he is out. And all of you are definitely letting us know about that now. McLaurin out. McLaurin out. McLaurin out. Out. Yes, Higgins is out. Singletary is out. Edelman is starting. Playing. I'm sure he's going to start. Andrews is active. Again, Hilton out. Philip Dorsett, a must start. Philip Dorsett becomes, with Edelman playing, more of a risky start. All right, let's keep rolling through the injuries, and then I'm going to get to some questions. So Scary Terry's out. Dak, talking about contract talks. We don't need to know about that. Darnold, no lock to return in week 5. Not good for the Jets, but super chat from Ray. Start Larry Fitzgerald or Godwin? Let's look up Godwin and see what is up with Godwin. According to NFL Network, Ian Rappaport, the plan is for Chris Godwin, questionable hip, to play week 4 against the Rams. We have no update as of now, so I think your safer bet is probably Fitz right now. So if you want to roll the dice, I guess you could go Godwin. If Godwin was a full go and they came out and said, look, Godwin's going to get his normal usage, then I would pick Godwin. But given we don't know that, I think it's safer to probably go Fitz right now at this point. And he's always kind of safe for like a touchdown and or 60, 70 yards. I think he has a shot at having both of those things. So he's not that big. Godwin's active, but according to some. And I don't see a report that Godwin's active on Roto World, but I am being told that he is active by many people. Take that how you want. Instagram, you're asking Dalton or Stafford. I say Stafford. Tyrell Williams, Darrell Williams, or Chark. I go Chark. Chark's been money. Chase or Dalton. You mean Case Keenum or Dalton? God, I guess Dalton. Hyde or White? I go White. Dorsett or Fuller? I'd probably go Fuller. Dorsett's safer maybe, but Godwin or Hollywood Brown? Hollywood Brown because Godwin's kind of banged up. Ebron or Doyle? I go Ebron. Or Ebron, however you want to say his name. McCoy or Marlon Mack? You got to probably... God, that's a tough one. McCoy, what do you guys think? In the comments, right, McCoy or Marlon Mack? That's probably one of the better ones I've been asked because you want to say Marlon Mack, but McCoy's capable. I'd probably say Mack. I'd find a way to get both in your lineup. How's that? I'd say Mack, but find a way to get both in your lineup. Please don't spam questions over and over in a matter of seconds. Doobie says, yes, thank you. Please don't do that, guys. You can ask the question again if it hasn't been answered, but I'm not... I'll let you know when I'm answering questions. Right now I'm just still reading news, so there's no sense in blasting it. As Doobie said. Let me get through any other pieces of news you might need to know about heading into week 1, and then we'll get down to questions. Then it'll be all about you guys. McCoy, we got one Mac, we got Mac, we got Shady, Mac. So more are saying Mac than McCoy, but you definitely have a dilemma on your hands, and I'd find a way to get both in there. So Damian Williams is out. We already talked about that. Barkley is already telling people he plans to beat the 4 to 8 week timetable. That's pretty interesting news. Take that for what you would. Maybe trade for him. Maybe trade for Barkley today if you can before game time. You have 45 minutes to try and make a trade with Barkley. I would say he's out at least 4 weeks, but from when he got hurt, at least 4 or 5. Mac. Another Mac. Another Shady. Kenny Galladay or Gallman? Galladay. Burkhead expected to play week 4. Some of you had questions about Burkhead yesterday. That's good news for those that have Burkhead. Harbaugh expressed earlier confidence that Mark Andrews would play week 4 for those that are worried about Andrews. As I said, Burkhead will play. And that's about it. I think we're caught up on the news. I'll continue to refresh the news and answer questions. So if you haven't asked your question yet, ask it. I'm not scrolling back up to the top. That's kind of why I said wait before you ask all your questions, because I am going to start from the bottom. Hooper or Hawkinson? I myself, I think you got to... Oh, God, I want to roll Hooper. My gut wants to roll Hawkinson, but I feel like you got to go Hooper given how he played. His recent play warrants a start, but my gut says that Hawkinson is going to keep impressing people. He's had a couple bad games after his big game, and people are giving up. He's been dropped. There's talk about him being a top 3 or 4 tight end across the board in fantasy, and then all of a sudden do 2 games and people are already giving up on him. Sutton, Gore, Burkhead at flex. I probably go Gore safe play, but I like Sutton to kind of start developing as the season goes along. Darrell or Carson. I probably go Carson, but boy, I want to go Darrell, but Carson's at least getting more touches. But Sutton, already got that one. Make sure if you're asking a question, make sure you don't ask it back to back, guys. Some of the mods in here. Don't block anybody or anything like that, guys, if you're modding for me. But definitely be careful, guys. Don't do that. Modding is more for the abusive behavior, and I will deem if the repetitive nature of somebody is hurting the channel. So please don't do that, guys. Pick 3: Shepard, Evans, Juju, or Thomas. Are you really asking that, Sean? Sean? You're going to get the take a lap button. I'm sorry.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
You don't sit Evans. You don't sit Juju. You don't sit Mike Thomas. Come on. Houston or Atlanta? I'm going to say go with who's ever scoring more in your league because that's a tough one. I want to say Houston this week. Hollywood Brown or Gallman? I say Hollywood Brown. I know Gallman is going to get a good amount of work, but I definitely feel like Hollywood Brown is pretty tough to bench in that kind of situation. Hollywood Brown, John Ross, Marvin, Jones, DJ, start 2. I go Hollywood Brown and probably DJ Moore. Diggs must be traded to a Vikings fan. He is tough to trade, man. Chris Godwin or Josh Jacobs. I probably go Jacobs because Godwin is kind of banged up and we don't have any updates on Godwin. Let's refresh the news and see if we got anything else. Amendola out. Stafford active. Burkhead active. We already said that. Higgins active. We already said that. Darrell or Carson. I already said Carson. Hyde or Paul Richardson at flex. I would say Hyde. I'm scrolling down to the bottom, guys. I'm sorry. There's so many questions. I'm trying to get to everybody. Oliver Smitty offered me Saquon, Kirk, and Monty for Watson, Godwin, and McLaurin. Kirk, Saquon, and Monty for Watson, Godwin, and McLaurin. Depends on who your QB is, man, but you got to kind of take that trade, I think. Yeah. Hardman or Josh Gordon? That is one of the tougher ones that I'm faced with a lot. I get asked that question quite a bit. Pick 2 out of 3, and these 2 are in there. Hardman for me is a tough bench, and so is Gordon, but I probably would put Hardman in a push game to shove, but I'd find a way to play both. I think both are going to have a good game. You may not have that luxury, so I'd probably go with Hardman myself. Carry-on or Chubb? Amendola is out. I would go... I'd hope you wouldn't start Amendola over one of those 2 anyways. I don't know what Amendola has to do with it, Trey. But I'd probably go Carry-on until... I go Chubb. But damn, you got to find a way to play both. Hardman or Disley? I go Hardman, but you can't not like that Cardinal matchup for Disley. The Cardinals are horrible against tight ends. And I think you'd be smart, man, to find a way to play both. I left the chat, says Sean. Okay, no problem, Sean. Hardman or Disley? Already got to that one. Start 2. Julio, Samuel, Chark, or Diggs? I'd probably go with... I mean, come on, Julio's like... You're basically asking start 1. Samuel, Chark, or Diggs. You can't sit Chark, man. Chark and Julio, your call is easy. Not that it can't play out a different way, but your call, it's a smart play. Thielen or Godwin? Thielen's got a really tough matchup. Godwin's banged up. I'd probably still go Thielen, but if you find out in the final minutes that Godwin's a full go work usage-wise, you got to go with Godwin. Let me see if Instagram has questions. Devonta Freeman or Kirk? That's a tough one, half PPR. Kirk's your safe play. Devonta Freeman's your high risk, high reward. Trade Diggs for ham sandwich. Probably. Depends what kind of... For a turkey sandwich. Woods or Darrell Williams? I go Woods right now. Monty or Darrell with one L, not two. I would go with Monty. How's the muscle up coming? I'm gonna do an update. I don't think I'm close to being able to do a muscle up, and I'm barely at 9. I should be at 10. I think as of today, 10 pull-ups. I'm at 9. We'll see. Slate or Hyde at flex? I go Hyde for right now. If you're a risk taker, take Slayton, I guess. Darrell Williams or Gallman? Darrell. Gore, AP, Gore. But you wouldn't be crazy to go either. Hollywood or Shepard? I go Hollywood. Left before you answered, Sean. No problem, Sean. E. Sanders or Chark? Sean, if you have a question, ask it again. You'll get there. Thanks, Kyle. Okay, if you have more questions, Instagram, I'm coming back. YouTube. Where's Miyagi-san? Montgomery or Godwin? I go Montgomery for now until we find out more. Yes, please hit the thumbs up on the way in. Wipe your feet at the door. It's rude to come in and not wipe your feet. Odell or Watkins? You got to play Odell, man. I love Watkins. This is one of those things where someone asks me a question and I feel like I'm cornered because I feel like you should be playing Watson this week. Definitely. But Odell's not even in this conversation. Watson's like wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 question, whereas Odell's your 1. So you must have a crap load of depth that I don't know about, or like Odell's your 3rd receiver. That's hard to believe. Pick 3: Evans, Juju, Thomas, Shepard, and Sean. Sean said he asked and then he left. Where's Sean's question? Sean, your question's on the screen. Pick 3: Shepard, Evans, Juju, Thomas. And Sean, before you left, this is what I did. I said, Sean, take a lap.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
And I said that, Sean, take a lap, and I played the music because you don't sit Evans, you don't sit Juju, you don't sit Thomas. Assuming that's Mike Thomas. I mean, this is just a no-brainer. I'm not saying Shepard can't outscore one of those guys on any given Sunday, but you don't sit any of those guys ever. Gordon or Golladay? That's a tough call. I think Gordon is a pretty safe play. Golladay has a touch more, I think, upside, but maybe a chance of not doing as steady of scoring a steady stat line each week. That offense is very run heavy, but depending on if they're down, they will be down in this game. So I find a way to play both. I don't think I want Golladay on. I can't bench Gordon, but I don't think I want Golladay on my bench this week. This is going to be a shootout, and Golladay is going to get a ton of 3rd and 4th quarter looks. Find a way to play both. I don't think you're going to want to miss out on this one. Super chat from Big Timer. Big Timer says Gallman or Kirk, half PPR. Good luck today, guys. Gallman is your very, very safe play, I think, with a little bit less or a lot less upside. Kirk has more potential in PPR. This is a half PPR. That's a tough one. Guys, let's help Big Timer. Kirk or Gallman, please comment below. I'm going to lean Kirk, even in 0.5 PPR. Hardman or Fournette, full PPR. Hardman. I'm not a believer in Fournette. My Globe, it sounds like you stepping up your sounds, and if you need animation, I do it for fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. Michael says we need a fart sound. Maybe we do. Smash that like button. Don't be a weenie, says Real Spitz. Thank you. Andrews or Waller? Waller. Andrews has been banged up. Waller's been playing a little bit better, so you got to go Waller. Lockett and Olsen for Fitz and Kelsey. Lockett and Olsen for Fitz. Yeah, I'd go Lockett and Olsen for Kelsey. Doobie, I would take it. I'd take the one. Robert Woods or Calvin Ridley. Robert Woods, Calvin Ridley, or DJ. I would go Ridley myself. You wouldn't be wrong to go Woods or more. You're talking about coin toss close material, Brady. So pick whichever one your gut's telling you, because you could get this wrong freaking 3 or 4 times out of 10 every week, if not 33.3333% chance of landing it each week. I would go Calvin myself because I am a big Calvin believer. Pick 2. Godwin, Diggs, DeMarcus Robinson. I go Godwin and Robinson as long as Godwin is playing. Watkins, Hollywood Brown, or Boyd. I go Watkins or Brown. Probably go Hollywood Brown to play it safe, but if you want to roll that dice, Watkins, because he plays with a little guy named Patty Mahomes. It makes it tough. Ella, need 2. Flex plays Diggs, Kirk, Darrell Williams with 1 L, not 2. Tyler Boyd, and Godwin. If Godwin's a go, you put Godwin in there. And then alongside of him, Kirk is very safe. Darrell is high risk, high reward, and Boyd is steady. So Godwin and Boyd would be your steady calls. Godwin and, let's say, Darrell or Godwin and Kirk would be if you wanted to roll that dice a little bit. Super chat. Thank you, ATT. Full PPR flex. Samuel, Waller, Gallman, Darrell, 1L Williams. Curtis Samuel, I assume you mean. It'd have to be this week it'd have to be this week. So Waller, Gallman. Waller's probably your safe play with still some good upside. And I would say Darrell Williams, 1L Williams would be your high risk, high reward. So if you want safe, go Waller. If you want like 2 points or 20 points, go Darrell, 1L Williams. Flex John Brown, Montgomery, or Melvin Gordon. That is a tough one. I think John Brown's your safe play, Montgomery's your medium play, and Melvin Gordon's your 2 points or 25. I probably go John Brown to be safe until we know what's up with I don't know. What do you guys think? Melvin or John Brown or Montgomery? Comment below. I'm gonna get you more help, Joe, because I'm torn. I was gonna fully commit, but I can't. I'm thinking I kind of want to go Melvin. Darrell Williams or Montgomery. I'm going to wait for some answers before we answer your question, Joe. So, guys, answer Joe's question. John Brown, Montgomery, Melvin Gordon. Help him out. Melvin Carson Gallman says Mondo. Mondo, that's tough. You kind of got to go Carson right now. Darrell Williams or Montgomery. I probably go. I'm torn. I've gone one and one and another, man. Because I don't want to miss out on that Kansas City offense, but I love Montgomery. I'm also worried about the workload each week. I've split it, so it's 50-50 for me on that one. I hate to tell you that. I don't have an answer for you. Watkins or Connor, PPR. You probably go... God, that's a tough one, too. We got Brown, Monty. Monty. So Monty's the overwhelming vote. Not overwhelming, but he won. So, Joe, everyone's saying Monty. Monty. Melvin Gordon is only expected to be used in emergency per Rappaport. So, there you go, says Big Timer. If you're potentially ready to play Gordon this week, Melvin Gordon, you're rolling the dice big time. I have him in one league because I have to. And I'm just hoping he gets in there at the end of the game or whatever and just has 100 yards in the fourth quarter. But that league I'm hurting bad at running back. Stafford, Daniel Jones. I go Stafford, but a lot of people love Daniel Jones this week. Without Barkley, I'm a little bit less optimistic that he is a monster. Slay is out. Danny Amendola is out. Burkhead is active. Just seeing if there's more news here. Instagram says, quick, games haven't started. Smitty, DJ or Carson? Are you talking about David Johnson or DJ Moore? You gotta give me the right the right information, man. Pick two: Godwin, Hollywood Brown, Ridley, or Shepard. I go Hollywood Brown and Ridley, unless Godwin appears to be a full go, which we don't have that information right now. David Johnson, I go DJ, man. Come on. You draft DJ. You draft DJ before Carson. McCoy or Freeman? McCoy. Cup or Lockett? Cup. Ryan or Goff? Coin toss. Flex James White or Melvin Gordon? White. Is White. What's White's status? James White. Hit the thumbs up on the way in. James White is out. So there you go. Thank you, man, is life. Pick two: Sutton, Diggs, Monty, Hyde. Monty and Hyde. Sutton if you don't like Hyde this week. Burritos or tacos? I go tacos, actually, bro. Disley or Thompson? I go Disley. He's got a great matchup. Inman or Ridley? Ridley, bro, come on. Take a lap. We're going to play the Take a Lap song for you.
Take a lap.
Over on YouTube.
Take a lap. Take
Ridley,
a lap.
come on.
A lap.
Learn about it. If you missed it, watch the replay and watch your Take a Lap song. You need to hear it for yourself and experience it. Woods or Moore? I mean, anything can happen any given Sunday, but I'm just telling you, on the average, you got to play Ridley. James White is out. That's correct, big timer. So anybody thinking about James White right now, let's put White on this list. Jay White out on the list. Wide receiver 2. Edelman, John Brown, or Diggs? I go John Brown, bro. He's on fire. Smoke. James White active, Slim. Where'd you get that information? I'm looking at Roto World right here. It says Patriots declared James White inactive. James White is out for week 3, and then it says right here. Oh, wait, hold on. Roto World doesn't have anything actually updated. The last report is last week's inactive. So hold on James White. We don't have word if he's playing yet, actually. So James White could play. The last word is him being inactive for week 3. Super chat from Mark. Godwin or Samuel today? If Godwin's a go, Godwin. And right now, it appears he's a go. Hey, Smitty, Dorsett. Thank you for the super chat. Dorsett or Metcalf. Got Dorsett in the lineup right now. What do you guys think on that? Dorsett or Metcalf? Let's help Alex out. Alex is a big contributor to the show, and he needs our help. Let's help give him group think here. Let's do a little group think session, because group think typically is better than one man. Group think is better than just me. You guys together, all of us together, including me, all of us together can give better advice than one individual. That's the way groupthink works. That's why Ask the Audience is such a good thing in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's why it's effective. So let's help Alex out. Dorsett or Metcalf, let's help this man. Dorsett or Tyrell Williams with Godwin? Tyrell is safer. Chark, Brown, Samuel, or Fuller? Need 2. Chark and John Brown are safest. Dorsett, Metcalf. What is playing? He's going to catch 8 balls. Okay, I guess White's playing. So, scratch the White isn't playing. White is now playing. And I think he's kind of safe. So, any question? I think we had a question of White over here. Don't leave the chat. If you left the chat early, you're taking a lap. So, definitely don't sit White, I guess, until we find out more information. It sounds like he's a go now. So the votes are in. James White 5 minutes ago is playing, says Doobie. So we have confirmation that James White is going to play, and he's probably a pretty good play here. So Metcalf, Dorsett, Metcalf, Dorsett, Metcalf, Dorsett, Dorsett, Metcalf. There's a lot of mouths to feed right now with Edelman in the lineup. I'm going to go Metcalf. Although he's been converting like under 50% of his targets, which is pretty bad. Oh, God. So, Alex, I'm going to lean Metcalf this week. Only because there's so many mouths to feed. If I missed a super chat, let me know. Torres, thank you for the super chat. Marvin Jones or Dorsett. Damn it, the Dorsett questions. I honestly feel like Dorsett is such a tough call. I want to say Dorsett on all these questions, but I feel like it's tough to count on that production when there's so many mouths to feed. And I think I lean a little bit toward the Marvin Jones side. Start Metcalf, says Slim. Montgomery or Gore? Montgomery, bro. 6 minutes ago, Metcalf, or 6 minutes ago, White is active. Okay, let's check. Let's refresh Roto World. James White. James White's a frustrating player to own. I don't show an update on Roto World, but everyone's saying they're seeing reports that James White is playing, multiple reports. So take that the way you want. I'm telling you right now, I'm not seeing it on Roto World, but multiple people are reporting that James White's a go. So you take your own risk on that, but it sounds like he's a go. Take White off of your inactive board, Smitty. So now we need to move him over. Active, according to many of you, Jay White. If you were planning on benching White, you may want to put him in there because a few of you, not just one, are reporting that as of 6 minutes ago, Roto, maybe Roto Wire is what you're talking about. I got to scroll down to the bottom. I can't answer the questions up top. I'm sorry. Monty or Hyde? Monty, Eric. Slay is out. Start all KC wide receivers, says My Globe. James White isn't frustrating in PPR, says James. Chark or Hardman? Ah, God. Both, bro. Both. You can't sit Hardman. You can't sit Chark. I don't know what to do. You need to make a trade. You need to make it easier on yourself because that crap is hard to deal with on a weekly basis. Root beer Skinner, not right now. I don't have one with me. It's a little early for an IBC cream soda. I also love drinking a good old Coca-Cola Classic, my friend, in a glass bottle as well. That's a little better than an IBC, actually. Don't tell IBC that. I'm trying to get IBC to be a sponsor. I need to act like they're the best thing since sliced bread. Josh Gordon or Emmanuel Sanders, I go Josh Gordon. Godwin or Ross, I go Godwin, assuming there's no news that he's going to be limited right before kickoff, which we don't know, so you take your own risk on that. DK Metcalf or Montgomery, I go Montgomery, but anything can happen. Chark or Ridley, I go Ridley, but you would not be crazy to go Chark. PTG is asking pick 2, Gore, Sutton, Marvin Jones, and Dede. Dede hasn't earned my trust. Gore could be locked into some decent work, I guess, if Singletary is in fact out. So Gore's probably safe, and then Marvin Jones or Sutton, probably go with... I'm going to roll with Sutton, but Marvin Jones is playing pretty good. So I'd say Sutton, and Gore for me. But you could go. That's a tough call. PTG. I don't know what to tell you on that. Sometimes there aren't answers. Sometimes you're giving me literally 50-50 calls, and I wish I could help more. But other than tell you what I would do, and I feel like I would even get that wrong 4 times out of 10, like trying to get the right combination. Probably get that wrong 5 or 6 times out of 10 because that is an almost near impossible question on a regular basis. Montgomery, Westbrook, Metcalf. Come on! Anything can happen. Metcalf could outscore anybody on that list. Sure. But I'm going Monty. Monty or Inman, same thing. Monty. Witten or Howard, probably Witten. But man, I'm wanting to pick up Howard on the league in the leagues where he's been dropped. There's just a lot of upside with him, a lot of downside too. But Daniel Jones or Matt Stafford, I'm gonna go with Stafford in this one. A lot of people loving Daniel Jones this week. I've seen him ranked like number 3 quarterback. I like him, but I need to see a little bit more without Barkley before I start locking him in. Hawk or Andrews? If Andrews is a go, and he should be full go, but if there's some kind of report that comes up saying he'll be limited, then you might want to go Hawk. But Andrews at playing, you got to kind of play him. But pick up Hawk, sit on Hawk. Instagram. Freeman, D. Freeman or Richardson. I go Freeman. Kittle on a bye, but I have Hawkinson. I like it. Gore, AP, Monty. Monty. Beer or hard alcohol? Hard alcohol. Shady or Woods? I go Shady. Monty, Shady, or Daryl? I go Shady this week. Even though I love Monty and try to find a way to play. Damn, you got a tough call there between the 3. Cooks or Terrell Williams? Terrell Williams is playing steady. Kirk or Andrews? Coin toss. Gallman or Monty? Monty. Ryan or Daniel Jones? Ryan. D. Robinson or Freeman? D. Robinson. Thank you. See, I take care of my Instagram peeps. Brady or Shepard? Shepard. Brady. I saw Shepard on another question. Brady or Stafford? Brady. Standard flex. I'm losing my voice. Freeman, Sutton, DK. I probably rolled the dice with Freeman myself. Smitty over ESPN. Smitty. Thank you, Lit. I got something in my eye again. Turn the fan on back here because it gets so hot. It blows like dust around. I need to dust it back here. Allen Robinson, DJ Moore, Metcalf, Ross. PPR. I go DJ Moore. AP, pretty good start this week. Smitty, you not liking it? I mean, he's okay. D-Rob, Monty, or Fitz at flex. Fitz would be your very, very safe play. Monty's your medium with a lot of good upside, but a medium amount of risk for sure. And D-Rob is like 3 points or 25. So you got to pick your poison there, Parker. Almost impossible to really nail that even on a weekly basis. Brandon, help. And Brandon's question is, Ross or Daryl Williams? I go Daryl. Ross will be safer, but I go Daryl because I'm a dice roller, baby. Thanks, Smitty. You demand. No problem, Nick. Pick 2, Thielen, Galladay, or Josh Gordon. Thielen's got the bad matchup. Galladay and Gordon are probably safer, but I will admit it's really hard for me to sit Thielen. But on paper, you probably want to go Galladay and Josh Gordon. Richardson or D-Rob. I go D-Rob. Need one. Monty, Sony, Gordon, DJ. I'm pretty sure you're tucking DJ Moore. So I'd probably go Sony. They're supposed to feed him a ton. And then my secondary, assuming it's DJ Moore, I would go probably Josh Gordon. Tyreek Hill or Saquon? Saquon. Why are you ignoring me, Nick? I'm not. Nick, why do you ask that? Nick?
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Nick, you take a lap because I've told you that before. And you're still asking the question. Why am I ignoring you? Why would I ignore you, Nick? You've been with me from the start. Why would I ignore you? Thoughts on Deion Kane and Melvin Gordon? I go Gordon even though he's limited over Deion Kane myself. Super chat from Alex. If I missed a super chat, let me know. Thank you, Alex. New avatar time. Rock on, Smitty. Hello. My name is Alex. Welcome to my show. Kind of like the old one, Alex. I'm not going to lie. But I like that one too. If I had not seen the other one, I would have been like, killer avatar. So it's a good one. Daniel Jones or Jared Goff. I go Goff myself. But I will. What do you guys think? Let's do groupthink on this one too. Daniel Jones or Goff, go. Let's help Austin out. Austin super chatted. Austin's trying to help the show with a super chat. Let's give him amazing advice. So Daniel Jones or Jared Goff, go. Thank you for the super chat, Dennis. Richardson or Chark, Darrell Williams. Chark is the safest play of that bunch. I don't think you can go wrong there. He's been steady. He hasn't faltered. He's been really, really good. I'd play him until he falters. Honestly, and I wouldn't look back. Even if this goes wrong, you played the right call. Chark is definitely doing well. Darrell Williams is a thought. If you really want to roll the dice and go for a huge, risky but high reward play, Darrell 1L Williams is definitely worth it. But I go Chark myself. Danny Dimes, says Michael. Danny Dimes. Jones, Goff. Jones, Goff. Jones. Miyagi-san is in here. And let me put your comment up. Just because I love your avatar and your name. Gonna have to do better for the next avatar time. I like your avatar. I just like the other one. Doesn't mean I don't like this one. Goff isn't ready. Goff at home. Better play at home. You got yourself a split decision, my man, on the Goff. Miyagi. Smitty-san. I just finished painting the fence and I am exhausted. Yet, I have one more question. Josh Allen or Stafford? Oh, God, Miyagi. That's a tough one. Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi, I say go. I've been saying go Stafford in a lot of these calls because I think they're going to be thrown from behind and thrown a lot. But I probably would go Josh Allen here. But that's a tough one, Miyagi. If I get it wrong for you, I will wax on, wax off. But I would lean Allen. But if you're leaning one way, go that way. I'm very, very close. You could probably talk me into it with just one piece of stat, some stat that's going to help me. Like you're like, oh, Josh Allen, when he's forced to run right, more times wins his games. And the Patriots make people run right. I'd be like, dude, you got to start. It's that close. Come on. I'd go Ryan. What are you talking about? So, back to the super chat. Let me give you some more of my opinion. Oh, Slim. Did I miss your super chat? Smitty, you send me them boys around the field doing laps. Will do. Are you a PE coach? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We've got 9 minutes, people. AP or Paul Richardson? I'd probably go AP. Carson. Oh, you're answering a question. Better stash Madison or Mostert? Madison by a mile. Madison.
Take a lap, take a lap. Take a lap, take a lap.
Last time I asked, P.S. DK Metcalf or Dontrell Inman? Is that a last time I ask, I'm out of here? Or last time I ask, sorry, I keep spamming that. I'm not sure what you mean. I haven't noticed your question because it's been going through so fast. So I'm not annoyed by you asking multiple times as long as you guys wait a little bit and don't just put it 5 to 6, 7 times in a row. So it's all good. I skipped your super chat. Let me look up DK Metcalf or Dontrell Inman. DK Metcalf, thank you for the super chat. Or PS, you didn't super chat, but I thank you anyways. And sorry if I missed it. Am I a joke to you, Smitty? Says Paul. Why would you ask that, Paul? Okay. Going up to see a super chat. No, I'm not ignoring anybody. The super chat isn't showing up. So please, if you super chatted, please ask your question again. It's not showing up. Eric, haha, skipping super chats. Why are you laughing, Eric? Why is that funny? Slim, no, university sends bad mistakes around the track. Oh, yes, I send people around the track all the time. You skip mine. Jonathan, can you post it again? I didn't mean to skip it, bro. I would never skip it on purpose. And nor am I trying to ignore anybody on purpose. You guys, give me a break. Do you know how many questions are coming through here? Like, honestly. Admit you're overhyped, David Montgomery, since day one. Big whoopsie. Dylan, it's an oopsie, not a whoopsie. And no, I'm not ready to admit that. He just needs time. We played 3 weeks. 3 weeks, bro. Not yet. And he's getting more and more work. So, you skipped my super chat. Daniel, ask it again. We had the system crash for a minute, so I lost all the queued up super chats. So, Jonathan and Daniel, please post your question again, and I will definitely get to it. So, I'm not trying to skip anybody. So, please post again, and I will read it. Watkins, Dede, or Deontay. I go Deontay. Godwin, Cooks, Hollywood, or Mecole. Start 2. You go Mecole and Hollywood. Logging off, getting ready for the games. Where am I? You guys get it. If I missed you, I gotta repeat it. Jonathan, should I bite the bullet and play Melvin Gordon or pick up Barber off waivers? Barber's not a horrible play, Jonathan. Again, I didn't mean to miss your super chat, so I apologize. Thank you for super chatting. I hope you're not mad at me. Are you mad at me, Jonathan? I didn't know. It crashed. My system crashed. I reloaded it, and I lost your super chat. I would go Melvin, but Barber's not a bad start. So if you don't want any risk at all, pick up Barber and play him. But Melvin is going to be used like an emergency type situation. But that's what people are reporting. But I don't know if that's true. And in one league, I'm starting Melvin Gordon, and I'm hoping he gets more work. But Barber would be safer. Hardman or Jones, I go Hardman. Who is the other person that had a super chat? Daniel? Daniel, post your comment again. I'm looking for it. I got so many questions coming in. Benching Watkins and Thielen, playing Adams, Odell, and Lockett. I don't blame you. Nah, man, you're good. Thank you. Where's Daniel's question? I'm having an emergency, so Melvin Gordon it is. I hope he works out for both of us, but he's a risk, big time. Disley or Michelle? Michelle is going to get fed. Daniel, where's your question? I'm trying to help you. Austin. I'm not seeing the super chats. Let me go into it. All right, Instagram, get on over to youtube.com/thefantasyfootballshow. I'm not seeing the super chats right now. I might need to restart my system. So let me load up on YouTube mobile. I'm going to have to look at the super chats on my phone. It's not loading. What are the questions? For someone, for some reason, I'm getting a feeling AP breaks off. He could have a big run. Austin, I don't see a super chat. Christian Kirk or Juju. If I missed a super chat, please say, hey, you missed my super chat. Here's my question. Don't just say I missed a super chat. Then I'm reading that and I don't have the question. Christian Kirk or Juju? Juju. And I hate to do this because you super chatted, but
Take a lap. Take a lap.
you don't say Juju.
Take a lap. Take
Don't
a lap.
say Juju, Austin. And where's Daniel's question? I'm trying to help Daniel. I'm looking for Daniel. Daniel. Mondo, Richardson, or Tyrell. I go Tyrell. Mixon or Burkhead. You don't sit. I like Burkhead a little bit, but you don't sit Mix.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
Second draft
Take a
player.
lap. Take a lap.
Austin asking again, Juju or Kirk? You're still taking a lap.
Take a lap.
Again,
Take a
Austin.
lap.
I'm sorry.
Take a
I'm
lap.
sorry. It's for your own
Take a
good.
lap.
You don't sit Juju. Hardman or Thielen? I'd probably go Hardman. You skipped my super chat, Austin yelled. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Where's Daniel's question? I'm going to make you admit what? Bad Juju. Smitty, Fournette, or LaShawn McCoy? I go McCoy. Let's go. It's football time. No Juju. Carson or Mac? Mac. Burkhead or Drake? I go Burkhead. Eckler or Mixon? That's a tough one. I go Eckler. Cohen, Thompson, Sutton? I go Thompson. Jameis or Josh Allen? I go Allen. Pick 2, Marvin Jones, Paul Richardson, Darrell Williams. I go Darrell and Marvin Jones. Jacoby, a safe play? Yeah. Juju or Kirk? Austin, take another lap.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Nolan,
take a lap.
AP. Sorry for the spam bot. Didn't hear you, Mac or Carson. Mac. Good luck to everybody this week. Pick 2, Evans, Watkins, Hollywood. I go Hollywood and Evans, but damn, I find a way to play Watkins too, man. No one puts Juju in a corner. That's what I'm talking about. Melvin or Hyde. Probably Hyde is safer, but I want to say Melvin. I just don't know if he's going to get any work. Burkhead. Sean. AP over Paul. I'm okay with that. I can't find Daniel's super chat. He says he super chatted. I'm sorry. I got to restart my system. The super chats are... Oh, super chat showing again. Matt with the 20 spot. You the man, Smitty. Appreciate all the hard work you put in. Good luck, everybody. Matt, you get the song. Everybody doesn't like the super chat song. I got a lot of bad feedback on this, but I'm playing it. That was the original super chat music, and I don't know. Either you love it. I've had people super chat and say, "Thank you, Kat." Kat says, "I'm the man." I apparently didn't help Daniel. I'm trying to look for Daniel's question. He's not posting it. Or he posted it and it got skipped. But Matt, everybody either loves or hates that song. Guys, have a good week. Now I'm doing the out music. This means this is our closing time music. I'm not staying on for the games. I gotta hear the music. OG, go have a good week. Everybody dominate. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Don't be rude. Wipe your feet when you come in the Smitty house, into Smittyville. Thank you, Smitty. I will super chat you after China anniversary. VPN has me. Super chat from Josh. Thanks, Smitty. Want to keep supporting you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Josh. You the man. It can be a bit much. It's not that people don't like it. You got to get so many. Wait, what? Tim? What are you saying? What's Tim saying? It's not that people don't like it. but you get so many. Oh, the super chat music. Yeah, some people say it sounds kind of like adult music, but man, some people like that funny vibe that the music has. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go with like a cash register jingle. Smitty, you're killing it. Good show, Savvy says. Savvy's in the house. Brandon, thank you for showing up. Bills undefeated. Ooh, what if the Bills win this week? I got my picks up on sleeperu.com.